Yes, it's tragic. As a matter of fact, we're trying to get the exact number. My FEMA advisor is on the ground in Florida right now. There's a distinction between the numbers that FEMA's used and the ones that are used by the locals. So it really is amazing. You saw the photographs. It's stunning.
It's unbelievable.
It really is.
Such a wide area.
And we've given them all everything that we have. We're on the ground ahead of time, so we're working hard.
Are there any more resources the federal government could be giving them?
No, we have pre-planned a significant amount of it, even though they didn't ask for it yet. Hadn't asked for it yet.
Do you have any words for the victims of this hurricane?
Yes, it's tragic.
Welcome to the new party. It's Nora Christine here, solo dolo. But today I'm talking about feds saying there's no more money for hurricane relief. Article came out this week from the New York Post. And unfortunately, as we've all been watching the images coming out from Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida, Secretary of Homeland Security Mayorkas warning that FEMA doesn't have enough money funding for hurricane season. He set out outrage this Wednesday when he told reporters that the Federal Emergency Management Agency, that's FEMA for those of you who do not know, does not have funds to see Americans through the rest of this Atlantic hurricane season. Now, I want to let y'all know, I live here in Florida and the hurricane season does not end until the end of November, okay? And he said the reason for this is after draining his department's emergency funds this year to address the migrant crisis. Coming from Mayorkas himself, he said, we are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. He said during a press conference on Air Force One en route to tour damage from Hurricane Helene in South and North Carolina. We're expecting another hurricane hitting, he said, but we do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And does anyone want to take a guess while you're watching how much money they had and they reallocated? Let me know in the chat before I say it. Critics pointed out that the Department of Homeland Security has allocated $640.9 million this year in FEMA administered funds to aid state and local governments coping with the influx of asylum seekers. Just horrible. And I want to play some clips to show you guys what we witnessed this past week from the hurricane. For those of you that may have lost some or everything, my prayers are with you. I pray for you guys. I'm going to let you guys know at the end of this call where you guys can support and give money to for hurricane relief. But let's watch some of these clips from that I got from social media. This is here in Asheville, Georgia. As you can see, it's pretty flooded out there. I mean, this is outside of their home. I mean, a beautiful town, a beautiful area, flooded out. That's muddy water that people, at the side of their house. I mean, look how high that water is. The next clip that I'm going to play is a clip from flooding in Tennessee.
Oh, I hope not.
This is going up to somebody's garage in their house. Oh my
We're
goodness.
gonna go up in the attic if we have to, guys. We came quick. Love y'all.
Terrible. And this last clip I'm gonna play is mudslides in Tennessee. Jeez.
I'm okay.
just
My
so
car's gone.
destructive.
Okay, it's okay.
The everything's gone.
Imagine how scared you have to be to see that. And they weren't even supposed to get the worst of it. Florida, Tallahassee was, and they lucked out. But a highlight of this week, a highlight is there is some leadership. Okay, President Trump came to the rescue this week. Uh, that's right. You're hearing me correctly. Former President Trump is who came to the rescue. Let's see what President Trump had to say this week.
Plunged underwater, entire neighborhoods have been turned into lakes. Nobody's seen anything like it. And to every family that's been displaced here in Georgia and North Carolina, which has really been hit, we were going there also, and they don't have communication. They don't have anything right now. We're trying to. I just spoke to Elon. I'm getting him. We want to get Starlink hooked up because they have no communication whatsoever. And Elon will always come through. We know that. And so we're working on that, getting them hooked up. They asked me whether or not that would be possible. And we're going to try and get the Starlink in there as soon as possible because they have no communication. And throughout the region, our hearts are with you, and we are going to be with you as long as you need. It's called an hour of need. You're in our prayers, and we pray to God. And throughout the long weeks that lay ahead, you're going to have a lot of work, but the end result is it's going to be good. We just wish so many people weren't so badly hurt and in many cases, sadly, no longer with us.
So yeah, I mean, great, tremendous leadership by former President Trump. I'm so glad that he went down there. I'm so glad Elon Musk made Starlink possible. Communication is key, especially if your loved ones are looking for you, they can't find you. At least they were able to have that communication. But President Biden, this was his response. Well, let me play the first clip. President Trump claims that they couldn't get Biden on the line. Let's watch that.
President on the phone, I guess they're not being responsive. The federal government is not being responsive, but they're having a very hard time getting the president on the phone. He won't get on, and of course the vice president, she's out someplace campaigning, looking for money. So they have to be focused over here. It's too big. This is a really bad one. And the governor's doing a good job, but he's having a hard time getting the president on the phone.
So yeah, Trump is alleging that they cannot get old Biden on the line. Let's see what Biden had to say. So I thought I had that clip, but pretty much Biden was pretty angry. Here it is, his response.
And Governor Cooper, Donald Trump has accused both of you of ignoring the disaster.
He is lying. Let me get this straight. He's lying. And the governor told him he was lying. The governor told me he was lying. I've spoken to the governor, I spent time with him, and he told me he's lying. I don't know why he does this. And the reason I get so angry about it, I don't care about what he says about me, but I care what he communicates to the people that are in need. He implies that we're not doing everything possible. We are. And you spoke to the governor. I assume you heard the Republican governor of Georgia talk about that he was on the phone with me more than once. So that's simply not true, and it's irresponsible.
Mr. President.
So he said it's simply not true. It's irresponsible. Now, at the beginning of the call, I read to you and I said that there's no more FEMA money left. So the reality is, probably was hard to get President Biden on the line because there's no checks to be written to these places. I absolutely believe that he is dodging these governor's calls. I absolutely believe he's not available, unfortunately. I mean, if you have your own Homeland Security speaking out, doing press conferences, and say, sorry, we ain't got no more money left for the upcoming hurricane season, which, mind you, we are still in the hurricane season. Y'all, we have 60 days still till the end of the season. I don't know if you guys watch the news, but there's still stuff churning out there right now. still storms in the making. Okay, so I'm not understanding why we don't have $650 million of our taxpaying dollars that are supposed to go towards FEMA. It's the math ain't mathing. It ain't making sense. But you know what? We're going to keep pushing on. And for those of you that would like to help out the hurricane victims, I want to let you guys know where you guys can help out at. The American Red Cross is opening and supporting shelters for people who have evacuated their homes. You can text the word Helene, Helene, to 90999 to make a donation. Salvation Army is also taking donations. You can make a donation online by visiting their website. AmeriCare's teams are coordinating delivery of medicines. You can go to their websites. That's America's, AmeriCares. So yeah, I mean, this is tragic, tragic that we are living in the best country in the world and we don't have any funds if an emergency happens. Let me know what you think in the chat about this. I just had to put this story out there. I think it's important for everyone to be aware of what's going on. I can't wait to look forward to seeing what you have to say in the chat. And also, we are 33 days out from the upcoming election on November 5th. If you're not registered to vote in your state, there's probably still time. Go check out vote.org and register to vote. Also, if you really like this, please, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. We got to get it out there that the feds are saying there's no money for hurricane relief. I know not many of you guys are on social media, and this YouTube is how you get your news. So please hit the like button, share, comment, let everybody know about this. And as always, vote.